again to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. Those of you who saw the title, you're probably saying, where was Aviation #1? We're already up to 2. It was a couple of weeks ago.
We did try an Aviation.
And
with a different recipe. It had too much lime juice.
Yeah, it was too lemony. We're going to try this again. This we're going to use, well, nothing's ever exact because, first of all, this is creme de violette, and some recipes called for creme violette or creme Yvette. Creme Yvette, yes. Which you cannot buy in New Mexico.
On the face of the earth.
And you probably, I tried buying it in Texas, in El Paso.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have it. So what creme Yvette has that creme de violette doesn't have is a little bit of vanilla flavor. It's slightly vanilla.
So Yvette's going to get jealous.
Yes, so we're going to kiss our creme or violette with a little bit of creme de noyau.
Noyau. You can get this in stores.
You know, did you see the price on the back? It's $3.
I didn't see that. Who makes that?
This is
Hiram Walker.
Hiram Walker.
I guess you could get that pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, you could get that anywhere. It's an almond flavor thing. And almond, sort of like it's a soft flavor like vanilla. So
and why do they have to put red dye in it? My word.
So you don't drink it. Okay, so we have 2 gins. One of the recipes calls for actually this, Plymouth gin. Plymouth gin is not considered English dry gin. It's merely considered Plymouth gin. It's more like old 1800s Old Tom, but it's not Old Tom either. So
where do they make it?
In Plymouth, in England.
The original Plymouth in England.
That's why people left to come here, because they said, enough of this Plymouth gin.
I hear they got a good rock over there in America.
They do. It's called Plymouth on the Rocks. So we're going to try that. But also, I picked this up. I thought we had this on the show before.
Yeah, I don't remember having it.
This Tom Levy got me from Specs. There are 3 different versions of this. One of the versions turns red when you mix it with tonic water. This is not that version. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. If you do that, you think, oh my God, it's that time of the month. No, I wouldn't say that. Okay, you tasted this already, so this won't.
We're just going to taste these.
We're tasting these to
decide what we're going to mix everything else with.
Right, because
if you watch this show at all, you know that we're crazy about cocktails. We always taste something on every show. Food and drink is our main topic.
And if you watch the show, you know that former speech is pre-recorded.
I say it. I
disclaimer. It is like so memorized. Cheers.
Right, try this.
What are you drinking? Oh, this is Eden. It's from Scotland. It's a Scottish gin.
Scottish gin, Eden Mill. Now you could drink this on the rocks and call it a martini.
Very nice. Of course you could.
Just throw an olive in there.
Any gin. It's a super dry martini.
It's very good.
Our producer liked that one best because it had a lemony flavor. It's soft. And actually, that's what I'm looking for to mix with the Aviation.
So
we'll see.
Why is it called an Aviation? What's it got to do with Howard Hughes?
Well, it was around the time of Lindbergh.
Oh.
It was invented.
And if you put
cream de, I hope. No, yeah, what do you think he drank on his way over?
A Nazi.
Well, later it comes out. Creme de violette turns it into a blue drink.
Oh, okay.
Of course, they never used it. The big mix is Luxardo maraschino liqueur, which is a favorite of mine. You can see it comes in a straw bottle.
Is that red too?
No, it's not. It's clear. I used to think it was red. I was under the impression it's red, and I was looking for it.
Maraschino.
And it was in the store. It's clear.
But then you realize maraschino, that's all dyed red too.
Well, once you get out the liqueur, there's nothing left.
Well, go ahead and knock that back, will you? And what do you think? Well, now we have to taste the other one to decide what we're going to mix with.
That's not bad. It does have a flavor. Not one of those weird flavors like Nolette or Monkey 47.
Well, what you call a weird flavor, the people who make it call it a delicious aspect to their
Here's a delicious
spirits.
Plymouth gin is worshipped.
Now, do you think that the Puritans brought this over from Plymouth, England?
They tried to, but they finished it on the way over.
It's got a slightly more assertive flavor.
It's got a wider palate. It's the same opening, but it sort of opens up on your.
Did you say
palate.
salty, or did I just wash back salt from the peanuts that was already in my mouth?
Oh, I have peanuts in my mouth too.
I just got a salt finish on that one right there.
Have some peanuts. It'll clean your palate.
What do you think?
They're kind of similar.
You want to try with that one?
Sure. Knock
Okay.
it off.
While you do that, I'm going to mention the fact that,
Okay, you could talk about real things.
well, there was a tragic incident that happened this week.
Oh.
Some guy in a black Camaro.
And this was not on MSNBC. This is local.
This is locally, right here, just up behind A Mountain. Somebody was trespassing. They drove onto somebody's property, and the family dogs came running out, because that's their job. And in the process, the guy in the black Camaro just ran over the family dog named Jude, killing it.
Named
on
Jude?
the spot. And then they drove off. Well, we're looking for the black Camaro now. And if there's
It's not hard to find a black Camaro.
there's a lot of black Camaros
Are
around.
there in this
I don't
town?
think they got the license plate number. That's the problem. The security footage did see the poor dog being killed, and you can watch it. It's not a fun thing to watch. Anyway, the people.
Oh, they got security camera.
Yes, they did.
They need security cameras that could run after violation people.
But the people whose dog was killed are setting up a fund to assist the Animal Services Center in the Mesilla Valley, the dog and cat shelter. Because up there at the dog and cat shelter, they kill 28% of all animals that come in there.
See, that black Camaro was doing their job
No.
for them. No.
No.
How old was that dog?
Well, I don't know.
Not that it matters.
It was a
it's
family
still
pet.
it's still murdering something.
Their daughter grew up with this dog. It was a very protective dog for the family,
Well,
and it had a companion dog also who's now bereft.
whoa. Let me just wake you up with this.
Ooh.
Wow. This is
That's
cream de violette,
Violette.
made by
So-
Drouleau.
Yeah, so they're raising money to help the Animal Services Center of Las
What else
Cruces
am I
and
putting in
Doña
here?
County. They're trying to turn something good out of something horrible. So
Which is what the students in Florida are trying to do. They're protesting all over the
yes,
place.
they are.
And they're getting some voice and they're getting some action.
Yes, yes, they are. And a lot of these, it's going to boil down to any politician who takes money from the NRA is going to be out.
That is a large form of funding for a lot of politicians.
Well, the NRA pretty much owns the Republican Party up in Congress, and they're going to find that they wish they didn't accept all that money from the NRA.
Well, we'll see. We only have three
Now, I
quarters.
noticed you put some lemonade
Three quarters
in
of
there. How much did you put in?
this much.
is jigger?
Three centiliters.
Centiliters.
Yes.
You were on the
Is that what
metric
that is?
system.
I can't help it. This is a British set, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll see. So
How are you coming there?
we are done. We're just shaking it up a
Gotta
little
shake
bit.
it up? Isn't that a cute little shaker?
You don't have to bring the big one, so you go like that.
That's cute. I
You
love it.
do 20 seconds, until your fingers that are on the bottom start to freeze to the
Well, the ice
metal.
in there helps cool it down and mix it up at the same time.
If you use a stirrer, it takes 50% longer.
Yeah, it does, yes.
You got that? Well, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
I'm
because
ready to
whatever you
go.
had in there was gin.
That's right.
So, are we saving some for the producer
I'm going
here?
to have to. I think we should.
I'll give. Let's see
Hopefully
what it tastes like.
it'll improve his cough somewhat.
Ooh, but, it's red because the Noyo. Here,
Yeah, it's like NyQuil. Pretend
wait,
it's
we still
NyQuil.
got some more left.
That's it?
There's a little more. Here. There you go. Well, let's see. It's
Well, you definitely
no
smell
longer
the Violette.
aviation, right?
Sweeter than I would have imagined. I guess this provides the sweetness as well as the lemonade.
Whoa, but that Violette burns out the back of your throat.
I think maybe it could use a little squeeze of lime or lemon.
A little bit. You mean like the recipe called for? Should we put some lemonade back? More lemonade?
I think the lemonade's going to be sweet enough, but
No kidding.
it's like a girly drink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only lemonade. Oh. We didn't need that lemonade anyway.
Actually, lemonade helps it. I must say. I think it does. There just needs to be more gin with it.
Now it needs more gin.
Yeah. That's,
we
that's how
just
it
keep
goes.
mixing.
Did you put the lemon gin in there?
No.
We use this one here
Oh, no wonder.
for this
It
one.
wouldn't hurt to mix gins
Well, no, why should it?
with it.
Try the one with the citrus flavor.
All right.
Yeah. We'll try anything on this show.
Okay, not anything.
Obviously.
We haven't done a certain, position. So,
A Kazi.
because it's got vodka.
Okay, that helped out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, definitely better.
It's less girly
Yeah.
drink,
Yeah, less
more
girly
cocktail.
Well, it's the creme de noyau, which softens it up.
Yeah, that really.
Unfortunately, I put too much of that in because it's got a bigger,
why-
it's an easier pour.
That's why actually measuring is
I did measure,
very
but
well.
if
It's
you
lemonade and
if you put too much in there, it's not like I could drop that stuff on the floor. I could have given it to his cup. He could be the waste cup.
and then he'll drink it.
I know he's so.
Okay.
Here we go.
So this is a decent drink. What do you call it? Aviation 2,
Well,
right?
it's our second
Sort
time
of.
we did an aviation because the first time we didn't have all this softer stuff. That
You're right.
they
You have a couple of these, and you'll be ready to join the Mile High Club.
That's the aviation for you. Gets you high. You know the French 75? Ever hear of the French 75 drink?
Oh no, I thought it was an artillery piece.
It is an artillery piece.
Oh,
and that's
is
what
it?
it's named after.
Oh, okay.
It's champagne with vodka and or gin in it.
Ah.
And the reason they call it a French 75 is because it gives champagne quite a kick.
I bet it does.
Yes. Oh,
Hey.
we have a show to do.
You know whether the
If you're still with us.
Shenyun performers from China are coming to the Plaza Theater in El Paso soon. My gosh, they're expensive. I mean, $120 for a seat
You get to watch the show too.
for the best seats.
You get to watch the show.
I should hope so.
You don't just sit someplace.
I mean, the cheapest seats are $80, way back in the balcony, in the back of the balcony.
So your money timeline is where? About 1973?
No.
I mean, shows
This
cost
is
a
the
lot
most
of money.
expensive show. This is cheap. This is more expensive than the Broadway shows that come to
Really?
the Plaza. The touring shows.
For
yes.
some odd reason, we are spending 180 to see The Lion King when it comes.
To El Paso?
It was a mistake, but
Yeah.
yes.
You were mistakenly overcharged?
No, somebody mistakenly made the purchase.
Oh,
They
okay.
could have waited. You could wait and get this on Ticketmaster, probably cheaper, according to my wife. So don't jump. Go online, look for the cheapest price. Ticketmaster might be cheaper than this stuff.
They're spending a lot of money promoting this. I've seen the ads on TV for
Yeah,
it.
that's a lot of money.
This is an expensive glossy insert in your newspaper.
Well, they're going to try to get the entire Chinese population of El Paso.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
No, it shouldn't be. That's like 7
You know.
or something.
And,
Anyway, we have a big week. What week is this? Oh, we're still in Black History Week. And
Month. Black History
Month. What
Yeah.
week is this? Oh, it's still Love of Art Month.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that in a minute.
Where do you wanna go next?
Steve Pierce was here this week. One of his rare visits
Yes,
to Las
because
Cruces.
usually you have to protest against an empty office.
Well, he is our representative for
yes.
this district.
Yes, and there's more people here than where he lives.
That's right. This is the most populous district, town in his district. He doesn't come here that often, but he did come this week. He went to see his friend Mr. Coppage, who owns Coppage Realty, Coppage
Yes.
Construction, and a rest home that they have. And Mr. Coppage was saying, because of the new tax plan that Trump got signed, that he's going to be able to add on to his facility and to hire more people. But what he said was, kind of made me take it. No, he says, we've been struggling as a small business in the United States
Because
for quite a while.
somebody who's got a real estate business and
No.
a rest home struggles because
They said, yeah, so we give a lot of money back to the federal government for
In
very
form of
little
taxes.
benefit, he says.
First of all, how do these old people who go to his rest home pay for the rest home? It's usually Medicare, Medicaid,
So,
right?
yeah, they pay taxes for very little benefit.
He's getting paid
Aren't
from
they-
his own taxes.
Well, don't they want the Defense Department increase in budget that Trump wants? That's what they're going to get for their taxes. Suddenly they don't
what
want
they
that
want.
now?
Because everybody and their tanks are coming over to this country to attack us.
Well, the new budget, $1.5 trillion, is going in, that's the debt we're going to incur now with the new budget, because nobody's paying for it with taxes. So we're going to go in debt so that the Pentagon can get $700 billion for the new budget.
Well, it's not usually the Pentagon. It's usually the industrial military complex. that
Well, yes.
gets
Well,
paid.
they own
all
the-
the
they own the Pentagon.
You make bombs, and they have a life thing that
Somebody has to
ends.
make 'em, and
If you
somebody has to
make
drop 'em.
houses, they last for almost forever. So our break is right now because this show can't last. Well, as long as it has, we have to stop and have a advertising break. Are you ready? Are you done coughing in there?
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Silva, and this is Zane. Please join us for this year's Team Zane Celebrity Waiter as we are themed out on the Rock of Ages. So we invite you and your guests to come out and dress up as your favorite rock star. Maybe you're a Kiss group, or the Beatles, or Madonna's. Be creative. That's what this event is all about, is having fun. Please join us because we're going to have an air guitar contest. We're going to have a lip sync contest. We're going to have a hula hoop contest, and even a boppy ball contest. So you can't miss this year's Team Zane Celebrity Waiter.
Come and be a rock star at Celebrity Waiter.
New Age Maids, a professional home cleaning service. Your satisfaction is our priority. Let us do the work so you can relax. Call us at 655-0009.
Call Mark Goldstein, the Safe Money Guy, at 575-556-2472 to learn about innovative strategies now available to help you grow, protect, and preserve your money and financial future, regardless of market conditions.
We are back. This is Double Talk, universally sanctioned by God, the government, and the aliens.
All of those guys.
All of them. I'm Mark Steffen.
And our checks come from the aliens. I'm Michael Mandel,
Busy.
and we are going to clean our palates with a different recipe. The recipe we used, although we changed it a little bit, was from Death and Company, which is a bar in New York, and they have their own little book.
Well, if it's New York, you know what they know what they're doing.
And this one is from the Art of the Bar, which they own the restaurant called Absinthe in San Francisco.
Oh, have you been there?
Yes, I have.
What part of town is it in?
Oh, near the water.
Near the water. Well, okay.
Well, there's
You and I
water
went
all
to San
around.
Francisco once together.
We did.
Years ago.
Oh, and that's where we saw Peter, the guy who writes the articles for our paper.
Peter Goodman?
Peter Goodman. We stayed at his house.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
You and I?
Yes, we did. And
No, we didn't. We stayed in a motel on Van Ness.
Was that only?
Yeah.
That must have been with
You were thinking of some other date.
I must have been with some other guy.
Yes, you were.
It was Chris Sawyer.
Yes, it was.
Do you remember Chris Sawyer?
No, but I remember the name.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do this a little bit more controlled.
Okay, I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off this, because I'm going to watch you spill it everywhere.
Is that why?
Well, it's got a controlled nozzle there.
Oop, still, I think that's
Okay.
more than...
Yeah, so anyway, you know, the Sprouts opens. Sprouts, the grocery store, opens this week, Wednesday. This coming next week. Sprouts. So thankfully, maybe it'll keep me from having to go to
Walgreens.
Whole Foods
Whole
in El
Foods.
Paso like I've been doing.
Oh.
I used to drive to El Paso to go to Sprouts. Then Whole Foods opened, and, you know, it's a little bit better than Sprouts,
And
frankly.
hopefully they will have an amazing weird liquor collection. Hopefully they'll have creme de yvette. Can
Don't
you hear me?
count on it.
I'm shaking
And
over here so you can't hear
yeah,
it.
Sprouts opens Wednesday. It'd probably be a disaster the first couple of days.
Oh yeah, I'd wait a little while.
You know, it's Las Cruces.
If you don't know where it is and you've been here a while, it's where Hastings was.
Where Hastings used to be. So there's
Nobody
plenty of parking.
eats books anymore. They eat food.
And I hope the parking lot is in good shape.
Oh yeah, they did.
Did they
They
resurface it?
They did
Good,
resurface it.
good.
Hey Chris, do you want any of this? Okay.
So Sprouts is open. Also, you know, Chipotle opened the other day on Tell Shore Boulevard. And now they're applying for a beer and wine license. I don't know if all Chipotles have beer and wine licenses.
They've been getting them around the world, the country.
I've been to the one in El Paso once or twice, and
I went to this one. It's surprising. If you've never been to Chipotle's, which in Las Cruces, that's pretty
yeah,
obvious.
it's going to take a while.
It's sort of like the Subway of Mexican food.
fast food.
But it's nothing you know about Mexican. There's none of those sauces.
It's not Mexican food, really.
It's
small,
just
though.
here.
Tex-Mex? Where's their headquarters?
I don't know, in Chipotle, Mexico.
Well, it's named after Chipotle.
The facility is so small.
It's very small. It's in a storefront that used to be a bicycle shop
Yes. There's not
Well,
much parking, but you can park over in...
next door to the burger.
No, it's...
Carl's Jr.?
Jack
Jack in the Box, yeah.
It's Jack in the Box.
Well, that's better. So what'd you put in this?
Very few things. I
You put
did
in-
the Eden Mill Gin,
Okay.
which is lemon.
That's a good gin.
It's a good gin. Your lemonade that you brought,
Yeah,
you say it's lemonade.
Paul Newman's Lemonade.
Paul Newman's lemonade. He
Yes.
brought it over. Paul. He was here just a while ago. You say I missed him. He
You
left
missed
before
him.
I got here.
And what else you put in?
And a few drops of Luxardo maraschino liqueur, which is the recipe from Art of the Bar and the Absinthe Restaurant.
You know, Paul Newman came here once. He,
to our show.
not to our show, but he
Oh, no.
came, he had lunch at Chopi's down in La Mesa. The reason he was here is because,
You got lost.
well, no, he makes salsa, and the green chili goes into
So
a
he came
salsa.
here to try.
He came down to look at the at the fields to make sure there was no child labor.
That's very nice.
He did that, and then he had lunch at Chopi's.
It's a good place to have lunch.
Yeah.
Not dinner.
Well, it used to be, not
Used
so
to
much
be better.
anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, like you mentioned, this is for
Chipotle.
the Love of Art month. Lots of arts activities going on. We're going to get to a couple of those later.
Where do we go next?
A lot of people consider tattoo art to be art, and I guess it is in its own way.
It is. It is. In fact, we are going to incorporate tattoo shops into the Doniana Arts Council because they are
As
artists.
an
I
artistic
mean, look at that
expression.
man.
Sure, there's some great artistry there. I personally would never have a tattoo.
Do you like her font? What do you think of her font?
It's a nice font.
It's a German font.
Right. A lot of people say, "Oh, what are you trying to do? Improve on God with an awful tattoo?" Well, they could always get a job with a traveling carnival, I guess.
Actually, according to the Jews, it's
Sacrilege.
sacrilege because you're exactly what you said. You cannot be buried in a Jewish cemetery
If you got
with a tattoo.
silly tattoo. And most tattoos don't look very good. I'm sorry. I've
There's
never
some
seen.
man. I've seen pretty
I've-
good tattoos. I mean,
I've rarely seen anybody improved
I
with a
see
tattoo.
I see ya. I wouldn't want to be ya.
Better,
I mean,
you-
I've seen,
better them than I.
those
That's
guys,
for sure.
they hold their arms out and you go, "Wow, look at that tattoo!"
And you paid money for that.
And you don't look at their face, so that's at benefit.
Yeah. So I don't like to look
So
at a tramp
tattoos
stamp,
are-
frankly, when I'm.
A tramp stamp?
You know what a
like
tramp
the
stamp
little
is.
thing on your chest, right on your
it's
nipple,
on
your
your
ass?
back down there.
What are you looking back there for?
Well-
Did you lose something?
No, certain
Certain
positions you
parts?
can see it there, and I'm not,
What-
I'm
what-
not turned on by it.
What is that position called?
But
Does
did
it
you-
have a name?
But did you know if a woman or a man has a tattoo on their buttocks and you spank the buttocks, it will rise, and you can close your eyes and feel it. It's like Braille.
I
I'm
have
just
not
saying.
experienced that.
Well, I have.
It's something to live for now.
Something, now you have finally
Oh,
something to live for
I can
besides
feel,
cocktails,
I can
Michael.
feel your tattoo buttocks rise.
You got to spank it first.
Well,
now-
do we have time? No. I
Now
guess we
Saturday, this Saturday,
What the hell is that? Are we going to talk about the Doniana Arts Council's outrageous stuff?
not yet.
Oh, okay.
This Saturday
We're done with
at the Rio Grande Theater, they're showing The Magnificent Seven free of charge at
Really?
7 o'clock at the Rio Grande Theater. Now, The Magnificent Seven is a remake, of the
the
Kurosawa
Kurosawa.
film, The Seven Samurai.
There are many movies in America made, not many, a couple,
Quite a
based
few.
on Japanese movies.
Yeah, so The Seven Samurai became The Magnificent Seven with a great all-star cast. It's a good movie.
Probably made more money with that, right?
Oh, yeah. But it
It didn't make as much yen.
It's a classic West. It's a classic Western,
Yes.
and so
Japanese Western.
No.
It's a classic.
I'm talking about the Magnificent
Yeah,
Seven.
yeah, but it's people fighting against each other for some moral
It's
reason.
about a town who hires
Yeah.
seven gunslingers to protect them from a bunch of bandits that have been raiding the town and stealing everything from the poor peasants.
Isn't that why we're here now? Because nobody would hire us for that job. All the towns here now have
Well,
police
they wouldn't hire
departments.
you, and I've got your back. Now, also, there's a so that's Saturday at 7 o'clock. There's a poetry reading Saturday
Get
afternoon.
that producer back in the office.
Saturday afternoon from 1 to 3.
It's not at the Rio Grande. It's the Brannigan
It's at
Cultural
the Brannigan
Center.
Cultural Center.
Is that supposed to
That's
be a
it.
picture of the Brannigan Cultural
That is
Center
it.
with fog behind it?
It was a cloudy
Fog.
day.
Do we have a fog machine at some point in this city?
So that's going on. A bunch of poets. How many
Starts
poets?
at 1 o'clock. Like 12 poets.
12.
I'm the MC.
You
if
are?
I can think of anything to say.
Okay, and right next door at the Museum of Nature and Science, they're having an exhibition on Mandel.
Oh, that's like
Not Mandel.
with an E.
Mandel.
Mendel.
Gregor
Gregor.
Mendel, father of genetics.
everybody remembers that from high school, right?
That's at 11:45.
Except it's called the Steampunk Lecture. So that might have some interest.
Yeah.
In
So you,
some way.
you can go to that at 11:45. It's over by 12:45. They can walk next door to your thing at 1 o'clock.
That's true. If you go there, obviously you better bring something to eat.
Now, also Saturday and Sunday is the Lions Club Gun Show. They have that every year over at the convention center. Guns, guns, guns.
Which we're all going to protest. So there is going to be a protest there.
Somebody's will be
probably all the
protest.
time. I mean, we have a lot of groups here. We're going to. Do we have anything against guns? Not in general, but in the fact that
Guns
they
don't
kill people.
People kill people with guns.
Yes, and sometimes they kill
And
them
knives.
faster than others.
Now, also,
and knives.
this weekend, the New Horizons Band is playing at the university.
That has some, and they're going to be playing guns.
The Las Cruces International Film Festival is coming up in a couple of weeks. Tickets are still on sale for that.
If you go online, the all-access ticket, which I think was 150, is now 100.
Aha.
And by all-access, that means you can go to the men's and women's bathroom, and you don't have to
Oh.
choose.
So if you see Michael and I there, come up and say hello.
He'll be
also,
going to the
celebrity
women's
the
bathroom.
celebrity waiter thing is coming up. That
Is the
same
show-
weekend.
Are we got
In
a
2
few
weeks.
minutes?
In
What's
2 weeks?
that?
No, we're running out of time.
What
We've
is
got about
that?
a minute left.
You got a minute? Okay, you better hurry up.
So the celebrity waiter, that's coming up in 2 weeks.
What else?
Billy Graham died.
I
I can't remember a time when there wasn't a Billy Graham.
Well, right now.
Now, yeah.
Right now. He's 90. He was 99,
99 years old.
That's a long life. Couldn't make it to 100. It's like Moses trying to get into the promised land. He just couldn't make it. But that's part of life. You know,
Well-
of course, why would 100 be a goal?
Methuselah made it to 900. What's Billy Graham's problem?
Well, when Methuselah lived to be 900, they counted years by the season.
Oh, it's a different calendar
Yeah,
back
it was
then.
a totally different
Now we have the
calendar.
Gregorian calendar.
Right. He
and
was
the-
actually 20, which is old in those days, you know?
But he looked good for his age.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks, folks, for joining us. Try the Aviation 2.
Or
If you
look
wanna-
up the Aviation. Yes, try the Aviation, or go to a restaurant and order it, and they will be stymied.
And they won't know what to do.
That's
You have
why
to tell
you're-
them how to make it. That's what Michael does.
I do that, but go ask for a Negroni. Negroni week is coming up in a mere
They won't know how to make that
4
either.
months.
And we'll be here to tell you all about it.
Yes. See you later.
Thanks for joining us right here on Double Talk. Make me another one.
Poof, you're another one.